Hi everyone, I want to make a video about the dangers of neem oil, of using neem oil. So I've been growing plants for a while, and um, every time I have like problems with infestation, um, I try to use like spinosad or pyrethrum or diatomaceous earth, sulfur. I kind of tried everything, but on the internet people are like, oh, you have to use neem oil. Neem oil is the best thing. So um, so I had some like random problems with my plants, and everyone was like, oh, it's not the neem oil, it's pH issue. So I tried an experiment with sunflowers. uh, these plants stretched a bit. They didn't receive much light, but it's very clear to me these two are neem oil. And these plants, just what happens is, if if they if you spray like too much neem oil, suddenly they stop growing, and like they will lose the leaves, and the ends of the leaf tips turn brown. Leaves can become yellow. It looks like some random nutrient issue. uh, Anyway, the neem oil plants, they just stop growing. These are like literally months old. It doesn't make any sense. And then these plants, I gave like one spinosad and the other pyrethrum, but they are like twice as big. um, Look much healthier overall. They did stretch a bit, like I said. They didn't receive much light, and these didn't got anything, didn't receive anything. But the thing is, I planted them like a few weeks later than the neem oil, at least few weeks. So you can clearly see like this plant got too much neem oil. This is a healthy plant. People say if you spray neem oil, that the oil suffocates the insects, but it also contains a chemical, and I think this is like phototoxic to your plants. I had many issues before, and I never thought it was the neem oil, because everyone said no, it can be. But if, like any pesticide can be phototoxic. It's something like I noticed. Like even something like spinosad, which is more like bacterial. This is actually the most legit one that got neem oil. Um, so what was I saying? Yeah, the spinosad. But it like the I don't think neem oil even works that good. It depends. Like pyrethrum works the fastest, but it all depends what insects you want to battle. Personally, I think if you have mites, I like sulfur a lot, because plants use sulfur. It's like a micronutrient. Um, so against mites, for for me, sulfur always worked very well, and it also works antibacterial. Like if you have some rot in your plants or in your fruit or whatever you grow. But yeah, the thing is, like, also with this neem oil, so The problem only starts like after can only start sometimes after a week. Like it goes very slowly. If for example you would spray your plants and the next day they are totally destroyed, you would say okay, you you would lay the link, but this goes like gradually and slow. So they just like stop growing and start to you know have random issues. So you're thinking, what's this, that, and then people say, oh, it's pH, because they use it. It's kind of an excuse in my eyes. um, if you grow in hydro, like pH could be a big problem, but in soil has a buffering effect, and plants can release exudates. So so like if you're in a white margin, pH is never the issue. So if you have random problems, people would say, oh, they are pH issues. If you have random problems like this from using too much pesticides, not even neem oil, but in general. Sorry for the rant. This video is also more for myself, for documentation later. This kind of looks like if you would give too much nutrients, like the tips kind of look like nutrient burn a bit. But then the problem is you can also get, for example, leaves will start to yellow. So then you think, oh, it's not nutrient. I didn't give it too much nutrients. Like diagnosing plants, I think it can be very hard. People make it look easy, but you could, for example, get symptoms of a nutrient deficiency, and it's a lockout or something, you know. Anyway, sorry for the rant. Have a good day.